Hello, sorry, welcome back. How we doing? I was just focusing on the item here. I think I put a gate there, so okay. Right, I haven't done anything. I've literally just done that. Just put a floor down. I figured that we need to expand our production here. Because I've got a feeling we're gonna need more than one of these crafting benches to make fuel and that kind of thing. So I thought, well, let's expand this, put a floor out, and we can make that room big. And then I thought, well, at some point we're going to have to refrigerate storage, and production and storage needs to be fairly close to each other. So I kind of thought, at some point we'll flatten this out, put a building here, and keep all our stuff stored under temperature control, and that can then link to that. In terms of housing, not really sure what we're going to do. I suppose we've got a bit of room here, but yeah, I think we're going to get stuck on the housing front. We might have to expand this way and think about moving our... Yeah, we'll just have to come that way and move that, whatever that is. Grain cup field. We don't need a grain cup field. We've got one here. Let's stop the replanting of that. I don't think we need 2 grain fields. That one's pretty big. I'm not really sure what we need more of right now. We could go for more silicon. We've got the cloth on the go now. We were desperate for cloth. Maybe we'll just go cloth. We was pretty desperate for clothing. During the winter last time. I don't want to fall into that trap again. We can get leather, but cloth, if you don't get it in summer, cloth is a real problem. Aqua Vitali, by the way, thank you for 32 months. I think just before the stream ended. So yeah, maybe we just change this to cloth blossom and allow planting and fertilizing and see how we get on. I think we're going to have to chop some more trees down, although we've got a fairly good supply going on here. These are almost mature now. This one here might be. Yeah. So, yeah, we should probably spark out an area. Oops, something can't be stored. Not enough resources, storage for a short bow. So somebody can swap out a bow. That'll be you. Looks like we're busy making bows and stuff. Nowhere to put the pistol, so yeah, we'll just create some storage over here. Where's weapons? I thought we had storage of weapons somewhere. Apparel, okay, we'll put weapons here. That's fine. We don't need 2 shelves for apparel, do we? Wouldn't hurt. That's fine. You think there's an 8 survivor max? In your party? So we've got 6 at the moment. I'm going to send out an expedition. I think there's probably an expedition we could do. That is about to expire, whatever that is. That's debris that might yield some results. That's about to go. So maybe we should just get that done. See what happens before it disappears completely. It might just be like a tech research item or something, like a quick boost up the tech tree. Could be something like that. That is ready to harvest by the look of it. I tell you what, the fertilizer makes a huge difference to the growth rate. Absolutely huge. I can't believe how quickly these things have harvested this time. It's absolutely nuts. Bokan, looks like my backyard. I feel attacked. Is anybody going to come and get these things? Connor's cooking. Research is for fuel mixing. We really need somebody to do that. Cooking is the only highest priority that Raka has, other than that, other than research, so I'm surprised he's not already on it. What is Raka doing? Playing darts. Lovely. Ah, he's also constructing as well, isn't he? Construction is that. Yeah, so construction, then he'll do research. I mean, Connor could do construction. If we made that a 3. Maybe we'll make that a 1 for him instead then. Make him focus on research rather than construction. Connor was definitely just vomiting as he was making food. What, really? There are no meals ready. I know that much. I think all the meals just got eaten. There's 0 meals available. Even though on the list, cooking is a #1 priority. I'm surprised nobody's better make a cake or something because we've... Oh, no one has cooking 5. That's why. Cooking 1. 4. Raka is the only one close. Annette could do it soon. Holy smoke, look at that. 337 items are about to rot away. That is not good. We need refrigeration. Yeah, I think Annette would be a great primary cook. I'm surprised she doesn't just do it. I think we'll knock Raka down and let somebody else take over cooking duties. I think I'd like Annette to focus on that. Lara reached farming 7, blimey. That's better. We're getting some stuff made now. Short bow. Expedition complete. Here we go. An impressive sight greeted me as the balloon neared the crash site. The oval-shaped metal silhouette of an almost intact armory bay in the middle of the smashed debris and ruined forest, still burning violently. Panicked animals trapped between the flames are trying to flee. Many more lie around already dead. I suspect that if left as is, the inside of the armory bay will build up pressure from the heat and burst. Now, free barbecue, butcher as many animals as you can. The chance for survivors is small, but go and luck poses some risk. Or put out the fires so we can visit and search the place later. Gabriella, thank you for 9 months. I mean, free barbecue is just a lot of meat. I don't need that. It's option 2 or 3. Either we put the fires out and go back to it later, or we try and rescue somebody. Armory yields better weapons. An almost intact armory. What, so you think put the fires out and try and get some weapons? I mean, at best we might get... I suppose we could get a pulse rifle. A survivor would be good, if I'm honest. A survivor would be good, but he could go in there and die. But I think we're going to have to try. I really do want another survivor. Battling 10 seats, I made my way around the creaking armory bay looking for survivors. Suddenly an explosion erupted on my left and sent me to the ground, coughing, ears ringing, and a stinging pain in my arm. Come back immediately. Oh well. We got nothing. So that means we can't even go back later. It's just destroyed the whole thing. If it had put the fire out, we might have been able to get some stuff later. You'd personally reload to see what the RNG would be like. What, you actually want to test that? Hang on, what's the autosave? 1620. Do you reckon that was before? 1620? Maybe this is before or just after. Has he come back yet? I think it saved it after that, didn't it? Where's Ken? Health, yeah, that's already been exploded. 1612. Let's try that. We'll go back 8 minutes. So the floor's been built. What did I do in the last 8 minutes? I think I sent him on an expedition, didn't I? Security signal can go. And then I messed about with some activities, didn't I? I think I made it so that Raka was secondary cook. And I did something else. I made him a primary research, didn't I? That's what I did. Not sure if we did anything else besides that. Can anybody remember? I think we changed that to... cloth. Yeah. So what do you think we should do? Like, try the RNG of option 2 again? Or just put the fire out and go back? Did you see the balloon going up with Ken eating? And I'm sure he was eating raw meat. Which he shouldn't be, because he's told not to. Well, we can have a save. I'm not cheating. I'm actually curious as to how it works. Like, is that thing random, or will you just always die? Or come back, as it were? This stuff is harvestable. Finish researching fuel mixture. Which means now, is that an item on the crafting bench? It is, look. So I think we put that in there. And what we do is we move this one up to here. Pause the manure conversion. So we can actually use that for fertilizing now instead. And use this as the primary method. Oils and fats, so use vegetable oil. See, it does mean we're not making any veggie leather because we just don't have enough workbenches. We have 110 vegetable oil. We're not going to stop till we got 500, so there's plenty of stock. We have all the grain to do it as well. We have 800 grain. Grain has a pretty good shelf life, though. It has like I think it's 48 days or something. Yeah, so under the roof, 48 days, which is the best part of a year. Oh, that was the other thing I did. I told her to change weapon. That's short bow. And we did that, and allow weapons. And now we'll save. Risk of meltdown, don't care, don't care, don't care. Don't want to put the power on just yet. Are you serious? Waiting to be extinguished? What? I literally turned that off like days ago. How can that be? How can nobody have got round to this? It's like 31 Celsius in that room. We need a fence gate up here. She's having to run a long way. Not that. That. She's having to run all the way down there just to get to storage, which is nuts. Yeah, I can open the windows, but, you know, if you notice, it says waiting to be open because nobody's actually done it. Those were set at the same time as that. Why is Connor vomiting? health. What's wrong with him? He's got a migraine. Is he under acute pain because of these nanite things? Or is there something else going on? Was annoyed by Nova twice. -10. Blimey. Do you know what? I'm just going to get him to do it. No, he can't do it right now. He's busy throwing up. See, Connor is on... Like, it's the first thing he should pretty much do after cooking. Apart from he's down as #1 transport, that's why. That's why he's not doing it. There's so many things to be moved around, he's not getting around to it. Okay, handle and then transport. Maybe you should have a 1 in every column somewhere, just to make sure things always get done. When's Ken get a message? I don't know. Now? Alright, so let's see what happens. I circled the grave, found a massive limb sticking out, searched the horrid graveyard, was forced to face on with mangled bodies and flickering stuff. I can barely stand all the smoke. So basically, effectively, he didn't find anybody, but you got a slightly different variation. Like, in one of them it blew up, in another one there was nobody, but you came back anyway. Try it one more time just to see what happens. Yeah. I think it's like a low chance survivor. That's three rolls we've done. No survivor from any of them. So I think we'll just try and put the fire out. Yeah, it might be like a 10% chance or something, you know. Let's try this one, put the fires out. Okay, spending some time there, doing that. The game comes with 6 tutorials, but they don't cover... Oh, you utter scumbags. Do you know what? That does annoy me. You mark something... If you've got a solid wall and you say, I want a gate there, it literally removes the item and anything can walk through it. Really? Well, have fun, guys. Have fun. Maybe you can make it down here. There's even more fun down this side. Or maybe you'll just bleed out on all the traps. Connor's just like resetting the traps. Absolute brilliance. Yeah, so he's handled those things, like he's opened the windows, turned the fires off. he just walks past, not even bothered. Who's on butcher duty? They literally died on the traps and just bled out. The genius. Oh, Ken's back. How much fuel do we have? 83. Okay, we can refuel. If we go to expeditions now, there should be... There you go. Armory Bay debris. Explore. Spaceship debris. Remaining visits 3. Remaining visits 3. But it doesn't expire, so there are things we can go to. And then whatever that is. So once she's made this short bow, we can either... Okay, so everybody's got a short bow now that needs one. Although I haven't said that. I think we'll just not... We'll not make any more. We'll let her craft some fuel, I think. So this hasn't been planted yet. We're wasting time growing here. There's too many people growing, too much crop to grow. Oh my god, I don't like the sound of that. During this disaster, metal-containing meteors fall to the ground, dealing damage in the blast area. Oh, could we not, game? Could you not destroy my base, please? So that's going to destroy roofs, buildings, set things on fire. Look forward to this. Oh, that sounds close. See you later, Evan. Although, does that mean it's also bringing resources with it, I wonder? You never know, we might get some rare elements out of it. Takes us so long to harvest this field that this is not even being done. Research power cell assembly. Opportunities, CPU core research. I have read how CPU cores are produced. I think that it should be possible to research them without a sample. Who is this guy? This guy is just like... You know, I think it might be possible to do nuclear fusion without any research. I think I've figured it out. What? This is twice you've done this. CPU assembly. Guy's a genius. There you go. 1 day and 12 hours. Blimey. Well, we don't even have proper power up and running yet, so I think more important than that is refrigeration. Wind turbines. We can build solar panels. Oh look, you need energy crystals to make them anyway. So it's kind of irrelevant. I don't know where you get energy crystals from yet. I reckon he has. I reckon he's got access to like the internet. He just Googled it. Where would we get energy crystals from, I wonder? Probably like inside a hive or something. Oh, I don't like the look of that. You get energy crystals from good vibes, is that true? Dave1562, thank you for 89 months. Silicon deposit. I've not seen anything particularly unique that I've not already seen that could potentially be maybe it's a tech that we get from, you know, the crashed ships and things. Maybe we can't find it on this planet. There's quite a lot of you around here. That's a big pack of Draka, which I don't like on my doorstep particularly. I don't know. Don't know where it comes from. Hey, she's making fuel. As soon as Ken's feeling a bit more happy, I'll send him out again. Really do need some veggie leather though. We'll put that above the fuel. Wind turbines. So we can in theory build a wind turbine and a solar panel, but alloys and electronics. Solar panel is a lot less. Yikes, so much stuff rotting. Okay, he's trying to work out how to store the power now. This grain field is dominating things. I'll say don't replant it for now. Otherwise, we're not going to get anything done here. Yeah, that absolutely needs rebuilding, doesn't it? What's Connor doing? Transporting. So Rack is so good at construction, but unfortunately he's also really good at research.
Good evening all, have we come across any angry puppy dogs yet? Skross.
We haven't, no. Thank you, Chris. Dragon Hero, thank you for 66 months. More smoke signals. Large balls of smoke can be seen rising from a single location. Could be an alien phenomenon or more likely a human waving a blanket over a fire. It sounds like we might be able to get somebody. Back to being happy. Off you go, Ken. Go and rescue that poor soul. Not that we have a bedroom for them. How many days are there in a year? 48. So we're on day 10 at the moment. I kind of feel like we need to make more meals than we are doing. Ooh, buttermelon pie. 2 of them in stock. Awaiting materials. I think he's about to make a buttermelon pie, you know. Yep, I think he is. Nope, he's sitting. He was. I'm not really sure why he didn't. Or maybe he did. See, look, there's no meals left. People are hungry and there's no proper meals left. Low mood, risk of meltdown. Don't care. Don't mix soup. Can't understand why there's nobody cooking when there's so much high priority. Apparently Connor's intimidated by Nova. The best cook in the group is... Raka, but Raka's the best construction guy and the best for research. So then it's Lara, but Lara's the best farmer. Then it's Connor, and then there's Annette. Annette's also great at tailoring. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. I found a small campfire with some embers still glowing in the ash. Someone was here not long ago. Shout! Maybe they'll hear you. I shouted and walked around for a while, but nothing happened. I don't think it's a good idea to linger any longer. Meh. Really? An expedition of nothingness, even though somebody was clearly there? That's annoying. Nope, back comes Ken. How much power these things make? Let's try making one of them and see what happens. Actually, it produces 20 maximum, I guess. I assume that kind of varies through the day. Blocked by other objects. That produces 40 apparently. Blimey. Energy storage is researched. Oh yeah. Right, what are we doing next? Brick rooms. Right, electronics 520, metal alloys, capacity 1000. That's pretty good. Does that need to be in shelter? That's the question. It does not say. Do I need to keep that sheltered, or does it come with its own storage? It kind of looks like it's got its own self-contained thing going on. Nice. We've almost got continuous power going. The thing we're missing is the sensor, isn't it? I presume you need CPUs for the sensors. What on earth are you doing, bro? You coming in for a snack? Be careful, mate. There's traps here. I wouldn't want you to hurt yourself. Don't get too greedy. Apparently you're trap immune. Interesting. I reckon we can get a full set of replants going on. We've almost finished harvesting everything. We can get it all replanted. I reckon we can regrow everything. We've got 186 manure, so we'll probably need more manure for it. Maybe there's some up here somewhere. Or maybe we've taken it all. What about here? It's not looking good up there, maybe? Yeah, there's some. I don't think it looks like Farm Sim at all. It's like any survival game like this, you have to deal with food. Like, almost every survival game, funnily enough, has you dealing with the weather, food, usually water, but not in this one. Inevitably, you need some kind of heat and power. You need control over the environment. And then you've got the threat, whatever that is, local indigenous life or competing colonies, humans, whatever. Or in the case of RimWorld, mechanoids. The fundamentals are always there. You always need to worry about food. It's good to have cloth finally, look. 566 cloth is nice. And that has an indefinite shelf life, so that's going to last all through winter. Which means we can actually make some proper winter clothing. That is refueled and ready to go. We have 33 fuel, which is not a lot. Oh, wait, what? What? A wanderer has arrived. Do you reckon that was from the smoke signal thing? My name is Vanessa Valk, and my ship crashed on this planet a long time ago. My crewmates died out after another sick with weird disease or eaten by horrible creatures that roam the planet. I started moving from place to place trying to survive on my own. Finally, I saw smoke on the horizon and headed in this direction. So when we saw smoke and went in a balloon to there, she saw smoke here and came over this way. Is that what we're saying? You seem to be doing well on your own. Goodbye. Can we see your stats, please? Like, I would really like to see what you're good at before we decide whether you're allowed to stay here. Let me pause it. Vanessa. First thing you're not eating, Vanessa, is raw food. The second thing I want to know is what you're good at. Healing? That's how she survived. She's pretty rubbish at everything apart from healing. She's amazing at healing. I guess we can get her on research. Research and cooking. Maybe she could be a primary cook and we actually get some meals around here. Physical, so she can move some stuff around. She probably needs some apparel. You can have a pew pew for now until we can get you something better. In terms of your sleeping schedule, we'd like you to follow Connor's sleeping schedule. The only thing is, Nova and Connor don't get on well. I've noticed. So I'm going to change their relaxation times so that they don't collide. Well, it seems a bit weird to send him to work afterwards, doesn't it? Maybe he's just sending him to bed early. He can get up slightly earlier. Just shift his time away. Let her handle what? Cooking? If we take Connor's... Right, so we know Vanessa's a great healer, so we can definitely leave that on one. Mundane stuff. Burying, unloading, rescuing, all that kind of thing. Lighting torches. She can do that. Is that a priority for her? Not sure. She's definitely going to be number one on the cooking. Or rather, let's number two be her priority. Construction she can't do, so let's just not bother. Hunting she's not good at either. It's not like she can't learn it, that's the thing. Like, she could. But we'll deprioritize it. Harvesting, again, not really good at. Cutting and chopping she can do. That would be useful. Taming, leading, feeding. No, not bother with that. Planting. We kind of need 3 people to plant things. Not that she's any good at it, but we do need it. Maybe drop that to a 3. Scavenging she could do, but if possible that's a Ken thing, because he's brilliant at it. But again, it's not something we have many people doing. Same with mining. Cooking, absolutely. She's indifferent to crafting, so I don't think she should do it. Same with tailoring. Observing, she's pretty good at observing actually. Not that we need to observe many things these days. And researching she can definitely do. So in theory she could take the load away from Raka, even though he's very good at it. That would free him up, potentially. You want food poisoning? Well, I don't think you get food poisoning quite so badly in this game. What we are going to need though is a bedroom or something. That is an issue. That is no doubt an issue. We literally don't have space. Vanessa's unarmed. I did tell her to get a weapon. Where is she going to sleep? Research brick rooms. We can now convert hay into bricks. Somehow. Not that we seem to have too much hay going on right now. Why do we not have any hay? What do we do? 662. Oh, it must be in here. There it is. Is that a crafting item? No. Does it just get made on site? Can you just make things out of brick? Nope. So how do you make the bricks? What? Energy crystal field? Where did we get this from? How did we learn how to do that? Apparently we can make energy crystals. Right, still don't know how to make a brick. We can make a brick fireplace, we can make a brick wall presumably, or a brick fence. But how do you make bricks? Production? Is that a workbench thing? Is that a soldering bench? Electric stove maybe? I can't find furnace, smelt, no, bake, there we go. Well, maybe we could do electric furnace instead, now that we've actually got some power. Although I don't know how much an electric furnace. We've got a furnace, oh no, it's electric cooking stove. Okay, looks like you can't. Bricks. Bake all the bricks. Maybe we can actually stay warm one winter. Most of things aren't getting made though. So he's going off researching. And he's going off cooking and delivering. Let's refocus him on construction. There's a lot of things need making. Connor's going out in the rain, handling the furnace. Wait, Mother's Day? We had Mother's Day back in March. Maybe they get a bonus one. Whoa, that just got hit twice. Why can't it be like Father's Day where they just decide on one day around the world? Why does it have to be different? Well, surely if it's a religious thing, they should have one thing. Oh no, the manure rotted away. Right, where am I going to build this bed? This is actually a problem. It's either that unless we... Slept in a private bedroom +9. We could change some sleeping schedules and let them share a bed, maybe. That's an option. Uses that? A net. Corner. See that? We either stick another bed in a room. Who's the happiest? Annette's happiness is insane. Oh, she's still got survivor's determination, that's why. Everyone else is just moody as. Actually, Lara's pretty good. Lara can deal with it. Where's Lara's bed? Oh, I don't know if we can squeeze another bed in here. Wooden bed. I think we need to make beer or something just to keep people happy. Like, the only thing they've got in life is darts. The punching bag... Actually, we could repair that now. And also, we could even build a punching bag, because I think we've got leather. So we can actually put some more leisure items up. But I think you can brew beer somehow. I just can't remember. Is it in here? Ferments. Or is that a thing we have to learn? Beer, yeah. You have to learn how to make beer. You can combat any wound or illness with a proper first aid kit. The hard question is, what do you put in a first aid kit? when on an alien planet. Bandage and antibiotic makes a first aid kit. That sounds incredibly useful thing to have. Musical instruments. People have played music. Do you know what? I've got a feeling if you got that, people would actually start playing stuff. Electric smelting, there it is. Significantly more efficient in extracting refined metal alloys from ore or scrap. Battery optimization. Our batteries are not working as efficiently as they could. Some fine-tuning and software engineering could double the amount of power inside. Blimey. Graphene solar cells. Graphene? Are you serious? Casperle, thank you for 27 months. Nanotube printing. Give me a break. Wine making. 100 blueberries makes 5 units of wine. 100 grain makes beer. Distillation. Sweet syrup, distillery, and moonshine? You can make moonshine? This is what we're waiting for. Refrigeration. We should get this shortly. First aid kit sounds like something we're going to need. Where's Raka? What's he doing? Gloomy personality. God, he's annoying. Right, we're planting. We're planting cloth blossom. We're planting crystals. We need to plant the hay again. We're not planting the grain right now. That's not been planted. Silicon leaf. Yeah, I think the naval battle this week, Connor, is... sorry, Cool Tiger, is... The other team's not even putting up a fight, are they? It's weird. Like last time we got 100 and something points. I've not had a chance. I've only... Literally, my first goal was last night. I got 1 point. But it doesn't matter this week. But we've got no food again. What is going on? Will somebody please cook something? Like Connor's job, #1, handle stuff. That means he's doing mundane stuff instead of... Can we just bump all these up one? And then make sure you cook. Do that before you do anything else. Even Annette's not around to cooking, which I don't understand because she's not been healing, so what's she doing? Like literally her #1 job is to cook. What's she doing? She's planting stuff. How does that work? How can she be planting stuff when cooking is a #1 skill? I don't get it. Can she just not do it? Bizarre. We don't need a second stove. Nobody's going to this one. Oh, that is getting quite full, isn't it? I don't think grain should be in there, to be honest. Is that grain? Yeah, I don't think we want the grain in there, if I'm honest. Quite a bit of grain going on. No, the top recipe can't be done yet because Connor's cooking skill is not quite there, but everything else is doable. So they should ignore that because nobody can do it. So they should go to this one, which is what he's doing. Or he was doing. Connor was doing that until he went to bed. So I told him, number one priority, cook meals. There aren't any meals. What does he do? Goes to bed. Actually annoying. Right, Annette, you do it. Don't cook something. I don't need to move the stove close to the storage. The stove is here, and the storage is here. But we'll sort that out if anybody eventually manages to make some stuff. Why is that not actually made anything yet? I think there's something weird about this. So I just moved bricks to second from third. No bricks have been made. And I think it's because it was trying to reach this target first. Is that what's happening with the food, maybe? I don't know. Like, what are they eating right now? Is that the soup that Annette made? So Connor's number one priority is to cook. So when he's finished eating this, he absolutely 100% should go and cook. And he's not. He's handling a shroom torch. So what am I doing wrong here? Why is he doing handling? Handling is a number 2. This is a number 1. It said away to materials. Okay, so what? Well, so who? Surely he goes and gets the materials when he needs to cook. Oh, right, it's because Lara's doing it. So she locked out the... Okay. Seem to be out on meals a lot. I think maybe we should just make double the meals or something. Break things away to materials. Okay, so that means somebody needs to... Is that a delivery thing? Hauling items and material to storage and devices. So that's a transport, not a handle. And Vanessa is a number 1 for that. So what's Vanessa doing? Transporting. She's moving grain around. So she is doing transporting work, there's just a lot of it. Hey, we've got a solar panel. Production 20. Is that connected? Supplying 4, supplying 20. What are you on? Charge rate 10. Production 20, consumption 10. So it's working. The batteries are charging. We don't have 2 electronics. What, you think that's not connected? Not connected to a power grid. We just need another one of these then. Let's try that. Yeah, the wind turbine's not connected because it says here the device is not connected. It's supplying 4 power, which is a bit of a misleading statement because it can't be supplying 4. There's nowhere for the power to go. Well, if I need one more stove... I'm going to move that into here in a second when this extension's complete. We'll build an electric stove. I think an electric stove might do things quicker. Do we actually need a full-time chef now? That's insane. Aggressive animals, there we go. They're not aggressive. They're misunderstood. The annoying things about these is they give off a poisonous cloud. So the melee people are going to really struggle with this. We've got 4 bow people though. Combat 1. You need a short bow. Right, now it's connected. So we now have a surplus of 14 power going into the battery. So we're now collecting power. Which means we could, in theory, turn that on. Oh, it's already on. Waiting materials for electronics. So what does it need? Silicon. We've got metal alloy. Do we not have any silicon from this thing? Silicon, we have silicon. Is this waiting for somebody to transport material? Is that what we're saying? There's not enough people to do stuff. Maybe I think the farming is dominating stuff. The farming is just is taking like 2 people. And also, like, Connor needs to go and get loads of stuff and bring it back. Even though the stuff that he needs is there's actually stuff here, look. So yeah, we need to extend this and then connect it to that. Annette's cooking skills gone up. What are they doing? Not a lot. We are salvaging debris in the camp. It's all set to salvage, look. The problem is, there's too many other jobs. Annette is blocked. Why are you blocked? Blocked by what? The survivor cannot get to where they want to go. Yes, you can. Well, this is what I intend to do. I intend to extend the production, right? Then we'll build another floor space here. This storage will have to move. We'll probably just relocate it there. And then we'll extend this, and this will be a refrigerated room. Temperature control. And then you can just access production storage. That's the goal. We're trying to do it like one piece at a time. Cow attack. Okay, first thing we need... These guys are quite slow, so I'm thinking... We can probably... like, just kill a lot of them before they even get here. Just use our range against them. And then we'll just have to kite them back into the base. Oh no, they can run apparently. Who knew? Who knew they could run? This wall's gonna get mashed. There's a lot of missing going on in the dark. I think we need some floodlights now we've got power. Gas mark 7, anyone? There's a lot of meat here. Damaged structures. Wait, we're attacking this as well? Flippin' heck. Going to sleep, everybody. Yeah, it's just, we'll deal with that in the morning. Butcher. What do we get from that? Insect meat. Yeah, those traps are exceedingly useful. Oh yeah. Vanessa and Lara sharing a room. They won't get as many buffs, but you know, they're cozy. Fence on north side towards the forest to safeguard solar panels. Probably should get some structure here, yeah. But we'll let him finish on this first. But yeah, you're right. I mean, we should have something. Otherwise, he can just wander in here. Oh, look, there are no meals. Charge rate 30, charge 200. I am not allowing them to eat raw food, but I don't want them starving to death either. Where does it show their food level? Like, their health bars are all good. They're probably eating emergency rations, I'd guess. Looks like we made some bricks. Look at this. Nova hates Nova. Really likes Racco. Reduce torches into lights and reduce the amount of handling. I notice they spend a lot of time on torches. They do. And now we've got steady power. We can probably replace them with electric now. Which means you can replace a lot of these electric wall lights. Consumes 1 power. But then it doesn't require all the handling that goes with it. So we can get rid of that and that. Let's get rid of those first. Yeah, we could use ceiling lights. I mean, let's have a look. Ceiling lamp. 1 power. 3 metal alloy for one of them. 3 metal alloy for one. Same one there. Suppose they look a bit nicer. All this faff, aren't they? Try that. Don't know if power... I don't know how the power works in this game. It doesn't show you... Like, does that device connect to that one, to that one, to that one? Or do we somehow have to put a mystic power pole around here? I don't know. Yeah, but I think I'd rather have ceiling lights than the wall ones, because the wall ones actually take up a wall space, and that can, in itself, can be annoying. Anyway, there's plenty of construction going on, so... You just connect it to the building, it's all powered. So the building flows power throughout the whole building, does it? Because the tutorial doesn't explain that, I don't think. Unless I missed it. See, Connor's handling a trap. And there's no food. I don't understand. Why is he doing the handling it thing when there's, like, literally food that needs doing? And it says awaiting materials, so how do I make sure he has the materials to do this? Only have 1 cook. Dude, I've got like 3 cooks and nobody's cooking, but why did he stop cooking? Is my question. It says awaiting material. Why does he not go and get the materials? Maybe we'll just do veggie soup, because veggie soup is so easy to do. The vegetables are literally here. So just do veggie soup. And then if you get around to it, do a meat soup. And if you get around to it... See, now he's doing it, look. It's like what seems to happen is the game goes, right, Connor needs to do cooking as a priority. Looks down the list, comes to the first one, buttermelon pie, don't have any ingredients, I'll go and do something else. Like it says, I cannot cook, therefore I will do something else. It doesn't say, oh, I can't do all of the recipes, therefore I'll do something else. It says I can't do the first recipe. And that's dumb. Because that makes me think, well, actually what you need to do is have one stove dedicated to each type of meal, and then at least he'll do one of them. I think there's a flaw in the logic. As soon as you change that recipe, he goes cooking. Hey, Annette's got farming 5. Nice. What was on the expedition list? I reckon it might be worth a cheeky expedition. Output was full, only 2 meals output and need to wait for someone to eat it or transport it. So you're saying he couldn't, when it says awaiting materials, which it does now, he can't cook, but it's not due to a lack of output. It was an input thing, where he's gone getting the material for it. But are you saying that there was like a buttermelon pie blocking it up? I'm going to have multiple stoves, that's what I'm going to do. Once this extension is done, we're having multiple stoves. But that needs to come out. As does that. And indeed that. And that. The battery's on. The battery's nearly charged, look. We have a diesel generator that we could even flick on if we need to. How do we get a step up to that one? I want to create a doorway into this. So you don't want a doorway yet. We'll do the corridor later. See, Connor's making veggie soup at a reasonable rate at the moment. I don't think you can build second floors. Johan, thank you for 14 months. Soropi, thank you for 29. And Alpha Whiskey, thank you for 50. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. I want to build off this later, so I don't want to build against that wall necessarily. Cooking cooking stove, electric stove, consumes 10 power. That way we'll have a thing going out that way. And that's the quick access to the food. Nobody's even butchered these yet. And this is like the second night they've been sat there. According to Steam forums about cooking priority, developer wrote, this seems to be the recurring issue that may not be solvable by changing priorities around. Please submit a ticket. I mean, it would be nice if the developer wrote, here's the logic. Here's what it does. If this, then that. We really need these to get moved. The shelf life is collapsing. Expedition complete. That's what I was thinking, Hardy. I scavenged scrap metal as I could and found a functioning pulse rifle. Oh! So there are weapons available in the armory. Nice.